I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening and welcome to the Bryan City Council meeting for Tuesday, September 5th. Our first item on the agenda is approve the minutes of the August 21st council meeting. Council, you have those minutes in front of you. Any additions or corrections?
Make a motion we approve the minutes as presented.
I'll second.
Tommy?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes. Item number 2 is a hearing of public concerns. Not having any before us, we'll move on to number 3, which is an ordinance. Lori, please number and read.
Ordinance number 31, 2017. An ordinance to accept a grant from the Department of Homeland Security pertaining to fiscal year 2016 staffing for adequate fire and emergency response, SAFER grant number EMW 2016 FH 00115.
Chief Siders.
Good evening. Last council meeting, I presented council with an award package in regards to our awardment of the SAFER grant that we're speaking of tonight for a total project cost of $320,652 over the course of the next 3 years. As I stated at the last council meeting, we have 180 days to get people in place for this, and then we have a period of performance, which is over the course of the next 3 years, to get reimbursed from the federal government through FEMA for the amount that we spoke of. So tonight I'm asking that you suspend the rules and approve the ordinance so that we can move forward.
I move to suspend.
Second.
Judy?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Move to approve.
Second.
Carrie?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item is another ordinance. Lori, please number and read.
Ordinance number 32, 2017. An ordinance to accept the final plat for the Point at Greenfield.
Mr. Waterston.
Good evening. Planning Commission met August 21st to hear any concerns about this subdivision. There was no concerns from the public. We at the city side and BMU were good with the final plat, and everything's improved. 10-lot subdivision off of Woodstream. Extended Woodstream up there and put in a cul-de-sac. We have no concerns with this. I know Welling's anxious to get started building homes on it. So,
How many new housing starts have we had this year?
I'm going to say we're up from previous years.
Seems like we've had several. That's
I
a
just
good sign.
issued another one on Marquee today. Dropped it off to Welling. So.
With the new school construction in this, you don't see any drainage issue or water runoff issues
No, they
going on?
put rear yard drainage in, so
Okay.
everything's good there.
Good.
Any other questions for Mr. Waterston?
I move we suspend.
I'll second.
Carrie?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Motion to pass.
Second.
Tommy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item on our agenda is a resolution approving, and Lori, would you please number and read?
Resolution number 29, 2017, a resolution approving the Community Reinvestment Area Tax Exemption application as submitted by Bard Manufacturing Company.
As most of you are aware, Bard is doing an addition out front of their building. They are eligible for a CRA, with the building costs being $2.6 million, I believe, $2.8 million. This would fall under the 10-year abatement period once completed. They are creating 11 new positions with this addition. So, again, they're planning on starting next week. So if we could get this suspended and get them rolling.
Yeah, I was excited to hear they were expanding, and thanks for hooking them up with the CRA. I don't think that was something they knew
No,
until after we read the paper, correct?
correct.
Yeah, so I appreciate you guys reaching out to them, and because we have to take care of our home companies.
Any other questions from Mr. Waterston on this item?
I move to suspend.
Second.
Judy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Move to approve.
Second.
Carrie?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next item is hiring of volunteer firefighters. Mr. Siders, you're back up.
Back again. It's like a bad penny. I bring to you tonight two names I would ask that council approve. The first one is Kevin Anthony as a probationary volunteer firefighter. And the second is Randy Grohl, also as a probationary volunteer firefighter. Both of these gentlemen have passed their physicals and their background investigations, and they're ready to start class this Saturday.
What would that bring us up to then?
It'll be a total on the department of 26.
26?
Just curious, we seem to be getting a little bit of an influx of some volunteers. Anybody giving you any feedback on why we're seeing that, or is it the signs that are out?
I think the signs have helped. The yard signs that we purchased and the guys put out in the front yards, I think that helped get the word out. So I think that's part of it.
It's a good thing, that's for sure. I'm sorry, I think I interrupted you.
I was just going to say, I gladly approve this.
I'll second.
Judy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next item on the agenda, number 7, is an employee status change in the police department. Chief Willis.
Council, Officer Patasak has completed his 3 years of full-time service with the police department, effective September 8th, 2017. And in accordance with the contract between the City of Bryan and the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association, his wages should be adjusted to the contractual 3-year rate. I'd just like to ask council to approve this status change.
I will move to approve.
I'll second.
Carrie?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item is a new hire.
Council, I'd like to ask for you to accept my recommendation to hire an Abigail Weller as a part-time police fire dispatcher with the police department. This will be effective Wednesday, September 6, 2017. She did take the last civil service test and passed that, and also passed her background check.
I move to approve.
Second.
Judy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Chief. Item number 9 is a new hire on the street department. Mr.
Good evening.
Axler.
Tonight, I'm asking for your approval to hire Bryan Caudle as a vehicle operator trainee at the street department. He'll be on 1-year probation.
And my understanding is he already has a CDL.
Yes.
Okay.
That'll bring you back to your full amount.
Yeah, this is the opening that we've had since last November.
Move to approve.
Second.
Carrie?
Yes.
Tommy?
Yes.
Tommy? Judy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tyson. Item number 10 is a liquor permit. Will be,
This is a formal request that we get when anyone gets a liquor license or a new liquor license. This is for, the name of the, is gonna be Corvus Coffee and Wine Bar. It's gonna be located at 120 South Lynn Street, Bryan. That's the old jewelry store uptown. That's where it will be located. And it's for D5, which will be, it's gonna be coffee and wine bar in that area. So it's a request for a permit and whether we desire a hearing on this permit.
so all we're really voting on is whether we
We'll
want a hearing.
or not, yes. Yeah.
Know anything about this? You seen, in regards to the not the clientele, but what type of establishment it really is? I mean,
It's kind of a way explained to me, and I talked with Dan at the chamber. They've had some conversation with the people that are going to run it, but it's kind of a, I don't want to say a higher class, but it's yes, coffee and
High-end?
wine, yes, high end. He's happy with it going downtown, so.
Sure. I recommend we do not request a hearing on this.
Second.
Tommy?
Yes.
Carrie?
Yes.
Judy?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes. That is all of the items on our regular agenda. We will be going to executive session after a brief recess, but first I'd like to go around the room, see if there's anything further. Mr. Watterson?
Just an update on the East-South Street project. They ground out the asphalt today, and hopefully we'll start hogging out the road tomorrow, so it will be closed. The 100 block will be closed. We did have a few people cut through there today, but hopefully we can avoid that and let the contractor do their thing. So,
Refresh my memory, how far down is that gonna go? How far east?
just the 100 block.
Just
It'll go
just-
through the Walnut intersection, and then it's stopping.
Okay.
So,
How long will it be closed? Just one day or 1 week or?
probably looking 3 weeks.
Oh,
By the time we get everything hogged out, get it filled back in with stone, get the curb poured and asphalt in. So,
okay.
Do we have Bryan Metals taken care of? Where, are they going out Main?
yes, they are coming in off Main Street.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Chief Willis?
No, sir.
Chief Siders?
One thing. Just give council an update on the burn building. The burn building's coming along. All of the demolition has been done. The first floor block walls have been put up. They're supposed to start pouring the floors and the roof deck this week. So they're moving along. So hopefully we'll meet the November date that we're looking for.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Engstrom? Anything from BPA, BMU? Nothing tonight?
Life's good.
All right, life's good. That's what we like to hear. Mr. Moore?
No, the only other thing I just added what Carrie had said is that it is great to have, get involved with BARDs and helping them out on their project, you know, it's a good thing that Bryan was able to do and keep them happy and congratulate them and for the expansion, and so that's pretty much about all I got.
Judy?
I repeat his sentiments.
Carrie?
Something I didn't mention at the BPA meeting last night when the lights flickered, my kids got worried, and I said, don't worry, we have BMU. And the lights stayed on, but I know there was a little bit of an outage, and you guys controlled that quickly in the storm, so good job.
Lori?
No, sir.
Rhonda?
No, sir.
Mayor?
Just a couple of things. As you know, school has been delayed, but it is going to start here September 12th. Whenever that does start, there's going to be a lot of traffic and congestion until they get that all worked out. They have plans for walkers, they have plans for bus transportation and in and out and so forth. The turn lane has been put in out there, but that first week is always treacherous to get things organized and so forth. So watch for the kids, and that's going to be a new experience, but it'll all work out in the end. Also, I too want to congratulate BARDS for their expansion. Anytime we get new things like that and new numbers working, that's going to help our economy in the city. So other than that, I guess that's all I have tonight.
Thank you. The only thing that I have is I just find it very encouraging, the new housing starts, and with our industry growing, and we have volunteer firemen that are coming on board. That's moving in the right direction. I'm very, very happy to see those things happening.
I had one, I forgot to mention the Yangfeng. Dan Yaris and I was invited over for the Yangfeng presentation for the new car that will be coming out probably in 3 years. And we got to sit in the new car, and actually when you sit in there and push a button, the steering wheel all just folds up and goes in, and a tray comes out in front of you, and you lean back and you can just press a button, and where you want to go, it'll take you. So I don't know if you've had a wreck, who's going to cover the cost. I don't know if I can find that out, but I have an idea who will cover the cost. But we're glad to have that in Bryan and the company making those parts for that car. That's going to be something else. So thank you for Yangfeng for inviting us out there. Sorry to.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
I guess my invitation got lost in the mail for that. I don't know.
Yeah, we were all really jealous of you, Mayor.
They only had 2, and it's such a secret.
Yeah.
And only one could get in the car.
And you got it?
And I got in.
Well, how nice of Mr. Harris.
That's all right.
Yeah.
At this time, we will take a brief recess and then go to executive session. Thank you all for coming.